Good morning, everybody. Another early start. I think this is going to be it from now on. I think I've managed to crack it. I think we're going to be doing this every day for the rest of my life. Right, let's have a look at what's going on with this particular chart. So, you may or may not know, Algorand's been one of my biggest hodls for a long time, and it's been pretty much one of the worst things I've ever done for ages. I bought it at 30 cents, I bought it at 16 cents, and I'd topped some more up at 12, which means that now I'm all in profit, but there was a long period of time where I was underwater on this chart. And you know, if it wasn't for the staking that I was getting on it, I probably would have given up. But you know, and also I suppose the team and the developers and I suppose the utility of it, and so all of that kept me in. But normally, something like a situation like that, I would have got out. I wouldn't have let myself stay in something like that. But so far it's building up very nicely, and when we're looking at this just on its individual basis, I know that it's very much tied to the idea that whatever is good for XRP is good for Algorand, because they're similar in their technology and similar and stuff. And also there's the idea that Algorand, I don't know if this is true. I can't imagine it is going to be true, but apparently because it's a US technology, a US blockchain, it'll be devoid of capital gains tax in the States, which is unbelievable. I don't really see how that's possible, but if it is, it is. So let's just focus on the chart for now. So you've got your little bit of backstory there. I'm in it big time. I have been for ages. And so now I'm kind of really hoping that it's going to do something special, but let's just apply some chart analysis over it. So I was looking at quite a few altcoins over the last half an hour, just to compare really, and actually when you compare it with a lot of the others, it's actually still really good. On the daily, we're above all moving averages. We've got conversion baseline crossing the cloud here. We've obviously got the cheeky span way above the cloud. What we need to see now is this portion of the cloud flicker green. It's not going to do it for a little while, maybe a week or two, and obviously close the price action above the cloud. You get a pump signal, and that pump signal, if it was to happen at this level or a little higher, easily will take you up to 50. But to be perfectly honest, I would imagine that we'll be looking to see 50 break. The previous most recent local high is around 61. So we should be seeing this looking to push above into the 60s, potentially even higher than that. So the momentum on that is good as well. Above all moving averages with two portions of the four components of an Ichi Cloud pump signal already made. As far as the 4 hours concerned, we're above all moving averages as well. Golden cross on exponentials, waiting for a golden cross on simples. What we're looking for now is just continuation in the form of this trend. If we can zoom in a little closer, you can see that this was a consolidation just based on the 4 hourly. It's broken out now, had a retest of the 21, continued up. It's looking good. The 4 hours is looking good. Daily's good, 4 hourly is good. Let's check the weekly then. The weeklies are the charts to rule them all. So we were overheated when this peaked over here, marking the absolute top on that second massive overheated read on the money flow index, reading a whopping 96 on the money flow index. So obviously you should never buy anything above 95. You shouldn't really buy anything in the 90s on the weekly. But obviously above 95 is you're asking for trouble, and somebody bought it, didn't they? Otherwise it couldn't have been sold, and that person or those people saw a pullback of around 54% from wick to wick. Yeah, it's been short-lived, I have to say, but this is what I was expecting for all of the all of the altcoin situations across the board anyway. So really now I'm looking for this to make its way back up to the 50 again, just like we saw on that horizontal across all time frames. But we've also got the top of the Bollinger Band and the 200 simple moving average on the weekly sitting at 52. Now that's a major resistance, obviously, so you can't sort of get away from the fact that that's a big resistance. But once that's broken, retested, this would be the first time it's ever happened. And because it's the first time it's ever happened, well, again, we're speculating now, but because it would be the first time it's ever happened, it could be considered the first long-term bull trend that Algorand has ever seen. So with that comes a little bit of expectation that we should make our way back up to at least this horizontal at $1.84. It seems unrealistic, but remember, we did a 400% rally already. This is only another 350% rally. And, you know, we're not at any kind of parabolic alt season at the moment. And people forget, you know, what they can be like when they happen. And so when they're not happening, things feel impossible. When they are happening, people forget what it's like to imagine it coming down. So yeah, use your imagination, but obviously use the technicals. I'm seeing on this chart pretty much an obvious setup, really, over the rest of this year that should take you up to between $1.50 and $1.84. And if this really does go parabolic, and yeah, something like XRP has gone beyond its previous all-time highs and maybe even doubled from there, then we should be looking for Algorand to break beyond its all-time highs, which again is a similar price, 350, and maybe even higher than that. But until we get above this 200 and see supports on it and then start to see a bit more of a continuous uptrend on it, we'll basically just assume a higher high, high low structure and long-term targets of this horizontal around 180. But much is going to be well, it's going to be up to Bitcoin and the market as a whole. So, but it does look good on the 4-hourly, daily, and obviously the weekly's got the big resistance there. So I'm telling you, it's bullish on the short term, definitely. I'm expecting it to be bullish on the long term, but we do have to wait and see how the market's going to play over the next 9 months or so, which is where I think, yeah, we should be thinking of leaving it. Right, that's it. I can hear a child walking around now, so it sounds like breakfast time. Right, thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.